And good morning. We are live here in Biloxi, Mississippi, where local residents are preparing for the arrival of Isaac. And we're continuing to watch the radar this evening. Heavy rainfall in your forecast through the evening hours. We'll have that important hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a few minutes. All up and down the coastal areas of Mississippi. Now, you talk of Katrina. Katrina, again, 7 years ago yesterday, have sustained at 3,700 or greater for most of the afternoon here. You can see very heavy weather currently sitting right over downtown Jacksonville. This is going to include the zoo. Check out the red here, stretching from north of 295 and east of 95 all the way through the downtown. But the bigger problem now that the storm has made landfall, is the storm is going to start to weaken a little bit, but the rainfall will be relentless, and we're looking for 10 to 15 inches of rain across some portions of the Mississippi and Louisiana coast. And it may be go-go gadget umbrella by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. You can see behind me hefty rainfall totals in your forecast, and we'll let you know when and where you can expect that rain coming up right after the break. Again, as we await Tropical Storm Isaac, a very strong tropical storm. Not much difference here between a strong tropical storm and a Category 1 hurricane. Really just the nomenclature, just one's a hurricane and one's not. But we're still looking at the same effects here. Winds up to 70 to 80 miles an hour here in Biloxi. And of course, the surge and the rainfall is going to be the big issue. We're looking again for a storm surge of up to 12 feet. That's a pretty significant surge for just a strong tropical storm. And of course, the other big story will be the rainfall, upwards of 15 inches of rain, which could cause flooding issues over the course of the next couple of days. That's the very latest here in Biloxi, Mississippi. Blake Matthews, Channel 4, the local station. And we've been pontificating for the last couple of days that we would have stormy weather moving into our region Sunday night into Monday, and sure enough, it's showing up right on time here. Taking a look at Live 5 Doppler radar. Dry here in Jacksonville currently, but the rain, the heavy rain at that, is just off to our west. You can see it slowly beginning to move into our region. Looks like it's going to be a stormy night across much of our area. Here in Metro Jacksonville, things coming up quiet right now. You can see some showers, not thunderstorms because we have 0 lightning strikes, but showers nonetheless that are slowly moving off towards the east. And these are going to track generally right into our region here within the next couple of minutes or so. So just north of McClenny, we'll track this one here. These are moving to the east at about 35 miles an hour or so. So we're talking Tulane in about 16 minutes, England about 18 minutes, Verde in 19 minutes. So again, these are just light showers, but it's kind of the precursor as to what's coming. And you can see clearly we have a lot of rain to go out to the west. We're talking Jasper to the north of Lake City here, really right along I-10 into the north into southeastern Georgia. As we expand the view here, we're talking Waycross, Douglas, from Valdosta all the way almost to the coast here, Brunswick up towards Hinesville here, all in the heavy rain. And it's been raining here for the better part of a couple of hours, and a lot more to go clearly as we go into the overnight hours tonight. So we're looking for rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches, certainly going to be common area-wide, with some areas picking up between 4 and 5 inches of rain. Flooding will certainly be a possibility as well in the low-lying areas. Severe weather we are monitoring for the possibility, and it looks like it'll be confined generally south of I-10 heading into tomorrow. There's a live look downtown. 70 degrees current temperature in Jacksonville after a high today right around 83 degrees, 81 degrees still at the beach, 81 in Arlington. West-southwesterly winds between 10 and 20 miles an hour. Here's a time-lapse view here. Starting earlier this afternoon, you'll notice as this video goes on that the skies continuously grow darker out along the horizon line as those storms drew closer to Jacksonville earlier this afternoon. And again, this is going to end about 30 or 45 minutes ago, but you can see just how dark the skies are beginning to get here, especially off to our west. And these clouds are certainly bearing a lot of moisture, and you're going to see that come to fruition overnight tonight. Current temperatures, check this out. 77 in Fernandina, 70 in Jacksonville. We were 80 just last hour, but much cooler rain-cooled air back towards Valdosta, 64 degrees there. And the winds outside, certainly the big story, 21 here, 23 in Fernandina Beach. And the gusts out there have been upwards of 29 to 35 miles per hour. Moving on here in the forecast, you can see a lot of moisture out over the northern Gulf of Mexico. That's going to continue to move in our general direction. And check out some of these rainfall totals here. I mean, we're talking upwards of 2, 3, 4, and even 5 inches of rain, at least being depicted by this particular model. As I put this into motion, you'll see this here. We're 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of rain all the way through Tuesday here, 5.43 inches up towards Waycross, almost 4 inches here in Jacksonville, 3 miles in Gainesville. Again, this is just a model representing how much rain could fall, but the bottom line here looks like it's going to be a very wet start to your St. Patrick's Day. We're looking for temperatures holding in the 60s all afternoon tomorrow. Rain chances rather, at about 90% for most of the day. So your forecast for tonight looks like it's dry now, turning stormy overnight tonight. A low right around 63 degrees. It's going to be a bad hair day tomorrow, I'm afraid. 64 degrees by 8 o'clock, 65 by noon. The rain chance is 90%, dropping to 60% by 5 and 8 o'clock. That is very optimistic. We may very well have rain all the way through tomorrow night. 90% chance of rain in your forecast there. 50% very early on Tuesday. And then watch what happens heading into next week. We are looking for mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the mid-70s.